got. Aspetta un pochino, era big. Apologies for the late start today. An hour late. After the Flying Fabio raid, I had to do some admin stuff. I wanted to change that sound of the follow to something back to normal. I'll probably get a custom sound still. But right now it's just a back to normal follow sound. Hopefully that's working. We're gonna find out. Gotta follow in the stream. And I'm still having issues with this. See, if I alt-tab out of IL-2, see how the frame rate gets bad? Alt-tab back in, smooth. Even here on the, I mean, it's a 3D scene here, the beginning, but alt-tab out, IL-2 loses focus, gets really slow. Alt-tab back to IL-2, got focus, it's fine, you know, generally it's fine. But when you're streaming and you're alt-tabbing out to manage the stream and the OBS software, manage the music volume, all that stuff, it is annoying. I'm trying to find out a solution for this. There's some kind people helping me out in the IL-2 forum. Yeah, Paulo. This thread over here. Stand by. This thread over here, but I've tried everything suggested, and I still get this drop from around 70 frames per second to around 10 when you alt-tab IL-2. Not, you know, not the end of the world. It's still working, still there, but it is a little annoying. So I think I'm gonna go into an online server in case you want to join me. Let's go take a look at. I might just stay offline, practice some gunnery. But maybe we'll go and help some sort of war effort. Combat box we're going to be flying at tonight. Skirmish at Veliki Luki, August 1942. Can take a look at that. The problem with these combat box and everything for streaming for me is they often don't allow outside views, and I love outside views. So I often prefer to fly in servers that have the outside views. But let's just take a quick look at what the plane sets are. And we'll likely back out, maybe go to the somewhere. I want to see what planes they have available too. We'll probably likely back up and go to the WB Warbirds Clash of Eagles, these new servers, and the main arena does have outside view. Maybe you go to 1C Games official servers, that's running right now. Today is Friday, and today that means that there's almost every Friday there's a development update from IL-2, and today they put some pictures of a what was that plane? That's coming to IL-2. I didn't even know this plane's going to be an IAR-8081. I think it's a Czech plane. I'm not sure. This plane over here. don't remember if it's a Czech plane or an Italian plane, but looks interesting. Kind of looks like a late war Focke-Wulf 190 type airplane, airframe. But good to see IL-2 doing well and continuing. Alright, so continuing its development. I have an IL-2 mod 1942 here, but I don't think I'm going to go in combat box right now because I'm going to be here tonight for the Friday night flight if that's going on. I didn't see information about it on the combat box Discord yet. For now, let's take a look at what else? Here you go. The Warbird Clash of Eagles Realism Arena. Okay, the Realism one you don't have outside views, but there's a couple of players there. Now if I filter by server name... Yeah, Paulo, what did you do? Talking to my cat when I speak Portuguese. There's the... There you go, the main arena. Got 4 players. Let's go to the main arena and check it out, okay? Because I think that one gives you outside views. So, the server I'm on right now... WB Clash of Eagles main arena. Right, that's where I'm gonna go in. Let's see what planes are available for us to use. Let's pick one and let's go for a little flight. Fly about. So does the raid get updated there? Yeah. 83 raid from Flight 5 earlier. Wow. Another shout out. Excellent person. Excellent teacher as well. The Flying Fabio. Right, thanks so much for that raid and for everyone who followed. I went to every single one of you. I followed you back. I've read your about pages if you're a streamer, and I'll be visiting your stream in the future if I have. So here's information about the server. The goal of WB stands for Warbirds, alright? That's an old... I'm just gonna put it on stream here. WB Clash of Eagles main arena. Change the stream title so people know where I am if you want to join in. So WB stands for Warbirds. It's a game. It's basically the first ever video game that I played online. Yeah, Paulo. A big deal. And I had a 56k baud modem or a 28k baud modem, and I was in Italy, and the game mode there was what they're trying to recreate here with this Warbirds Clash of Eagles server. And the goal is to conquer your enemy's airfields. The goal of the enemy is exactly the same, to capture yours. The side eventually defeats the enemy by conquering all of its fields, wins the war, but there's more, alright? The way you capture each airfield is you close the airfield by destroying all the hard targets and then drop at least 8 paratroopers before the field is repaired, okay? I don't know how long it takes, maybe like 30 minutes. Here we go, completely destroy. How do I know the airfield is closed? Completely destroyed structures on a field will pour out thick black smoke for 30 minutes. When everything is down, you read airfield, and the name of the airfield is closed, messaging game. Repair time is 30 minutes, okay? And if you destroy the airfields, if you destroyed the airfield's linked target first, you add an extra 30 minutes of the rebuild timer. And often, I guess, what are linked targets? Here you go. Linked targets are ships or a factory connected to the field. Check in-game act for linked targets. When destroyed, it will rebuild in 90 minutes. So if you destroy like a factory or a ship, or another link target to an airfield, that'll give you more, an extra 30 minutes. So give you an hour to go and capture the airfield. So it's an interesting thing because it's a bit of a capture the flag type game mode, you know. Enemies trying to capture your flag, you're trying to capture theirs and defend yours. You know, and you have to be able to do it, you have to work together. You have to have bombers to destroy the air to destroy the hard targets on the airfield or the linked targets. You have to have someone flying a transport plane, in the case of IL-2 currently just the Ju-52, soon the C-47 as well, to drop some paratroopers over the field to capture it. And you have to have, of course, fighters to cover everyone doing all the other stuff and to try to shoot things down. Alright, is there radar? Yes, every field has one. Position way outside the field. Destroy it to blind your enemy. Connected radio hut on the airfield will blow up too. So if you destroy a radio, you'll see the connected radio hub will explode like some Hollywood thing that if you know hit something that's out there but somehow connected, the other thing will explode too. That's awesome. And so we're gonna take a look at that. Why don't we, just to give ourselves a go here in the stream, let's try to find and destroy one of these radar. Okay. It's probably a little tower. All right. I'm gonna fly for the allies here. Look at this front here. It's looking like they captured someone. The Germans captured a Petit Brogel over here near Klein Brogel. They captured that. So and there's 4 players there. Okay, so there's some people flying for the Germans here. Maybe we go and you know, and cause them some problems. Go and attack those people. There's someone. They're bombing there. Okay. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's go at F10. See what's available over here. We can have a hurricane. I don't think I can have IL-2s, but I wanted to fly in this. I'm not seeing an IL-2 here because this is the bottom plot map. I guess they don't have IL-2s flying this time. Maybe you're gonna have to fly P-51 maybe with the skin that I have. That's getting attacked now. Maybe let's go and try to help out these airfields being attacked here. Okay, I'm just gonna take off from this one here and maybe head north. Let's take. I'll change the title to P-51. 51 flight practice. Right. So I'm taking. I'm gonna take off from F10. And I'm gonna take a P-51 Mustang up. Let's leave our convergence a little bit closer because I guess probably gonna be attacking enemy airplanes if I see them. I think only players are enemy airplanes. I'm not sure, but we'll just give ourselves some good stuff here, and just 50 caliber machine guns, and we'll go out there and see what happens. Okay. I'm gonna put a custom paint scheme here. I have a Hypertex Hero one that I'm using for my Pat Wilson campaign generator campaign. We'll just use that same thing. Has 8 kills now in that campaign, so I have to add a couple more there. Haven't done it yet, but we'll leave it like that. And we don't need a full fuel tank for this. If you have plenty of fuel, I think let's go with about 60. I'm gonna switch the music up a little bit. Alright. Alright, we got the outside view. That's nice. It looks like the weather... Whoa! What happened? Did I get hit by a bomb, or what happened over here? Okay. That's not a good start. I don't know what happened. And I can't even get back into the airplane. Oh, here you go. Finish mission. I don't know if I clicked shoot by mistake and it didn't like that. Alright, we'll try one more time. Alright. I'll try not to press any buttons that may shoot anything. Maybe it's some... the other two mission mission editor is very powerful. It's difficult to use, a steep learning curve, but very, very powerful. Alright. And if you You can do all sorts of things, so maybe they put something that if you shoot in this airfield, your plane catches fire because it's you're shooting on friendlies. I'm not sure that's what happened there, but I don't have bombs on my airplane. So I don't think I dropped a bomb, but it caught fire, so we're starting again. We're just gonna take off, fly north, and see if we see something out there. Where's the runway? The sun is coming down. I'm gonna turn... Where's the runway? It's just down. It's a grass field. We're just going to point towards the setting or rising sun. I'm not sure what time it is in game. Take a look now. I think there's a little clock here. Should be a little clock. There it is. It's 6, but almost 7. Probably maybe in the morning. I'm thinking in the morning. Is that east over there? Let's see. Yep, that is east. So 7 in the morning. The sun is rising. That's nice. Okay. The parking brake off. Propeller RPM is full, I think, right? Oh dear, my RPM mapped to something else. Oh, I think I have. I think since this is the main arena, it's managing the engine for me. I can turn that off if you want to manage the engine off. I think Shift M. There you go. Manual propeller RPM, engine control yourself. Now I can control the RPM by myself. Okay, I like to control the RPM by myself. Get it to full. Let's take off here and let me just get the sound levels. That's all right. Okay, full power. There's something out there. I want to miss that. Plenty of space. Oh, we're off. Close the window. Oh! Put the gear up. Thought there'd be mini-map, but I guess no mini-map, that's fine. Main thing I like is this. External views. We're gonna head north here. Some enemies out there. You can see the frame rate go down now because I out-tabbed out of IL-2. The problem I'm struggling with, I haven't found a solution for yet. I've tried a bunch of different things. Posted on the IL-2 forum, there's a kind gentleman there helping me. I haven't been able to fix it yet. Beautiful, the sun rising. Alright. I'm going to go to 360. It's north is where those airfields are being attacked. And we'll see if there's someone out there. If it's a player and they don't shoot at me, I won't shoot them. I'll just try, even if they're enemy, I'll try to form up on their wing as an experiment, alright? Maybe we'll be able to be friends. But then if not, then we'll just have a friendly shootout, that's fine. Alright, the sun is to our right. That's east. The sun is rising. It rises in the east and goes down in the west like the Albert King song. So now we should be heading north now, and you can see on the bottom left 00 or 360 is north. Let's climb a bit and just keep heading out there. I think you see I'm streaming smoke in the back. If I am, that's mixture. Okay, now I'm fine. Could be mixture. It's set to run now. It depends on your propeller RPM. If I put the propeller RPM too high, there you start streaming that smoke there, you're more visible. If you lower the propeller RPM to run, then the smoke disappears and you're less visible. That's always useful. And that's why it's easier to fly with wingmans, because then they can tell you, hey, you're smoking easy on that RPM there, okay? P51, you can see on the right hand side here is max continuous 2746 the manifold pressure, so we're gonna go to 46 there. And we're gonna go to 2700 okay, we'll go to 2700 on the RPM, and first we'll do the RPM. About 2700 there. And now we'll lay off, we'll close the throttle a bit so that we get the manifold pressure to 46. There you go. That should be continuous. We keep climbing here, get some altitude. The sun seems to have was obscured by some clouds. That's a good Pink Floyd album. Good Pink Floyd song called Obscured by Clouds. I think Pink Floyd made this album for a soundtrack for a movie. I never watched it. Not sure what it's about. I think it's set in Papua New Guinea. But the Pink Floyd song Obscured by Clouds is a pretty nice song. I would bet that the members of Pink Floyd were fans of airplanes too, at least one of them, because they have a song called Learning to Fly. Very conducive to flying, Pink Floyd music. We're not listening to Pink Floyd right now because I don't have any deal with David Gilmour or with any of the other guys. What was the drummer's name? Nick Mason, great drummer. One of the great drumming performances I've ever seen. Nick Mason playing in Pink Floyd's Live at Pompeii. Hey, Alexandre Costa, hello. This is probably the sim I most like. We should fly together soon. Let's do it, man. Anytime. I'm flying online right now. I'm in the server called this is my favorite flight sim too. The best flight from in terms of feeling of flight, in my opinion. I'm currently here. I'm currently Warbird Special Vehicles. I'm flying by myself. If you want to join in, I know it's probably getting late where you are. If you're in Portugal, or I don't know if you're in Portugal or Brazil, I forget now, but I'd love to fly together. Alright, just heading north here. You in UK? Cool, man. My dad was English, born in Bristol, went to university in Bournemouth. I haven't been to the UK for a while. I have friends in London, I have family up in Norwich, and down in Dorset. Just going for a nice flight here. I don't even need to shoot or anything in this game to be happy. All I need to fly around. Just a gorgeous graphics in this game, you can see here. I live in New York City. I'm originally from Brazil. My mom is Brazilian. She lives in Italy. My brother lives in Rio de Janeiro. But I currently live in New York City. Been here like 6 years now. Yeah, very happy to fly. My username in Steam is, I got this through Steam. I buy it also. I bought half of the stuff I have in the developer website, Sturmovik.com, and the other half in Steam. My Steam username is Hypertext Hero, so if you send me a friend request there, we can, I think we should be able, well, we just choose a server a day at a time, and I'd be very happy to schedule in a time for us to fly together in this. Screenshot times. Oh yeah, look at that. That's our position. All right. That was being attacked. And they captured that, so let's turn left a bit. Let's go that way. There's a few people flying here, I think. I thought like 4 people or something. I think they're flying for the Germans. I'm just flying around. Even if I see them, I'll be happy to just form up on them and not shoot. No, I'll do that. I won't fire unless fired upon. Let's surprise some people here. If we find someone, let's try to form up on their wing and see what happens. Oh, no worries, man. Yeah, it's getting late there, but yeah, let's stay in touch. Here's a link to the Discord, alright? If you want to come in, anybody who's watching here, if you want to come into the Discord, I don't publicize it. I just once in a while, you know, put the links here on the stream to try to keep it manageable for myself, the moderating, all that stuff. But if you want to come to the Discord, there, I think I did it correctly. Let me right click, invite people. Yeah, that's correct. Be there. Beautiful aircraft, P-51 Mustang. I read Chuck Yeager's autobiography, Yeager, and I fell in love with this airplane when I was a kid. It's so nice to be able to fly in a bunch of different sims now. It's coming out from Microsoft Flight Simulator too. Cool, man. Obrigado. And that's awesome. You're retired. You're a pilot, like 737. I saw. That's really cool. Yeah, I slowly want to get like some sort of a group of people flying together regularly. Yeah, I fly with this guy called Mort here now. Maybe Sheepa will be joining in. Maybe Iceberg. You know, people that also are not super experienced with combat flight sims, but it's also always a pleasure to see people if they enjoy a game and start, you know, getting to know it and just fly together. It's always a pleasure. Snap roll. Oh, the snap roll. There's no sim that does snap rolls better than DCS. The P-51 DCS is really nice snap rolls. IL-2 is a little difficult to get to do a good snap roll. I'm probably just not a very good pilot. Let's try another one. I'm gonna fly to that enemy airfield there that they captured and see if we can cause some damage shooting at some ground targets. Now I'm gonna go to full combat mode. And let's try snap roll now. Let's increase speed. Let's dive a little bit. P-51, you have to be careful of the dives because you cannot get out of them, so you have to keep an eye on your airspeed and really watch it. Feels heavier, I guess, but I can't say I don't have World War II module in DCS. You know, you can try any module for free in DCS, right? If you have the standalone from their website, you can try any module for free for 2 weeks, every 6 months. So I've tried the P-51 there, and the TF-51 doesn't have guns, but that's one of the free airplanes. Great snap rolls. Let's try snap roll again. Let's see it. Here you go. I'm gonna do it from a flyby. Here you go. Yeah, it's like almost like when I pull it, like it just stalls out instead of snapping. Maybe I'm not having enough speed here. Try to pick up some speed. And I put 50% of fuel in this, so 60%, so it should be a little less heavy than default. Okay, I'm gonna put full emergency mode now. And here, trying again. I'm not going to pull that hard this time. I'm just going to flick it back and pull full right rudder. Here we go. Yeah, not as... it might be something to do with my control settings in IL-2. I'm not sure. But there is... Did I have the flaps down? Is that right? No. But I think that, yeah, the DCS flight modeling is a little bit... I mean, this is amazing, but the DCS, just based on the snap roll capability, is a little further ahead most of these other games. But as this guy called Requiem says, he does great IL-2 and DCS videos. Also a real pilot, flies I think CRJs here in the States. And he says that if he wants to fly the best simulated World War II airplane, he flies in DCS. If he wants to fly the best simulation of being in World War II, he flies IL-2. IL-2 has more things working in tandem, like ground vehicles, and DCS is getting there, but it's nice to have competition. Alexandra says, oh, I've never flown an aircraft like this, but I believe it's too heavy to do an abrupt snap roll. Yeah, I mean, I read a lot of accounts of the very powerful Merlin engine in the front, you know, like I think like over 2,000 horsepower or more, I forget. So it definitely does a snap roll in real life. You can find videos of it doing it. And regularly pretty, I think it's a fairly light airframe compared to like something like a P-47. But from accounts, it can do snap rolls. Is that the airfield? Is that the Allied one? Snap by. Oh, there's a plane there attacking our airfield. Okay, let's find this guy, and let's try to. If he's shooting and he shoots back, we'll attack. Okay. Currently under attack, this field here. So you've flown, but what was the plane you soloed in, like 152 or something? My dream is one day have a private pilot's license or fly ultralight or something. Someday, you know. A lot of money. Aspetta Apollo. Kill them all. Alright, let's just go. Let's kill them all like Metallica. I'll try to spot them before I dive in. Maybe they're gonna jump on me and I don't see them, you know. I don't know who's out there. Kill them all. Good album by Metallica. Alright, apparently it's being attacked. Oh, I think there's labels in this. Look. I think there's labels. Here you go. Someone down here. Yeah, we got labels. Nice. Let's dive on this guy. Oh, and there's another one down here too. Oh, and there's another one going away here. There's two coming up. BF-110s. I'm gonna do a fast pass on these guys. Here we go. Oh, miss him. All right, let's go for this Focke-Wulf instead. Going really fast right now. It's gonna be. I couldn't aim at those guys because the plane is going so fast. I'm at 500 miles per hour right here. All right. Going to combat mode. LD Bangat out there. All right. And there he goes. All right, let's keep going. So it's kind of nerve-wracking to shoot at the other players, but small planes are really fun in IRL. Yeah, that's my dream when they fly with small planes. Okay, we're up. We got the energy. Where do you go? He's below me now. Still going. Dive back in and do another pass. Really have to watch the speed of your 51. Barrel roll. All right. Stay above him. He sees me, he knows I'm here. Alright, and here we go again. Let's try to get this Dora. I think my convergence is out at 250 or something. Gonna turn. Okay, he's shooting. Alright. Let's just turn with him, to hell with it. He's shooting, he's opening fire. Alright. It's an expensive hobby. At least you live in the best country to do it. Yeah, I know I am lucky and privileged to have fast internet connection and everything. Let's just fly with him. Let's not shoot him. Let's try to... He's expending all his ammo. You know, I think he might be saying, hey, I don't want to fight. Let's just fly with him. Let's try to form up on this guy. Let's have some peaceful fun here. We have LD Bangat over here. Enemy plane, but you know, he's emptying his guns. I won't shoot at him. Okay, let's just try to form up with him. You know, in war, you probably get court-martialed for this, but there is stories in Second World War. A famous story by this, I think it was a B, I don't know if it was a B-24 or it was a B-17. There was an airplane, a bomber that was severely damaged, flying low, everything smoking. A bunch of the people had gotten killed in the plane, gunners had got shot up and all that, and someone, I don't know if it was in a BF-109 or a Focke-Wulf, a German pilot, saw the plane, you know, and went after it. Hey Monas, how are you? And he said he pulled up alongside the plane and he saw the state of the plane, full of holes, engine smoking, people dead, you know, the gunners are dead. And he looked at the pilot and he said, you know, he went like this, like, put the land. And the pilot was like, no, I'm not landing. So the German pilot just looked at him and said, all right. And he didn't shoot him. He just kept escorting them until they were over the channel. And then the German pilot said bye and turned back. Okay, so that was in World War II in the mid-1940s. Okay. Years later, the bomber pilot and the pilot from the Messerschmitt or the Focke-Wulf, I forget which one, they meet in real life and they find each other, and that's just a wonderful story, I find. I'm done with the rough outlines. They say we can learn from mistakes, and I have learned a lot today. Awesome, Wild Craze. You're talking about the BN2 Islander, right? I'm having trouble catching up to this Focke-Wulf here. I just wanted to fly by him a bit, but oh, there's another plane coming after me, so let's turn into this one. Let's see if he's gonna shoot at me. If he shoots at me, I'll open fire. It's a Ju-88. If he doesn't shoot at me, I'll fly formation with him. Okay. This is a bomber. Yeah, that's the only way to learn, is to make mistakes. Alright, I'm not flying how you're supposed to fly in the server. Instead of attacking the enemies like killer fish over here, I'm just flying formation with them. I'll just have you a little bit of fun here, IL-2. Alright, we're in the Warbirds. It's in the stream title, Warbird WB Clash of Egos server main arena, not the realism one, main arena, so you can have outside views, okay? Close call there. Have you tried Tank Crew? I haven't. I heard Tank Crew is awesome. I was thinking about getting one of those anti-aircraft things, and defending, you know, just parking in an airfield on one of these servers and defending it with the anti-aircraft gun, learning to use that. That would be kind of fun. Oh, they are shooting at me. Okay. All right, maybe I don't think he realized I'm trying to form up on him. He thinks I'm trying to shoot him, you know. In Finnish virtual pilot server, you can have a really nice multiplayer combat of tanks and airplanes. Yeah, I hear that's one of the best ones. The only thing I miss is the outside views. You know, I like doing this. You know, I love outside views in this game, but I don't mind once in a while, you know, going into these full real ones. Tonight, in fact, there's There's all right, let's do a pass on this guy. To hell with it. You know, we're in opposing teams here. He'll probably damage me more than I'll damage him. Anti-aircraft was my jam in Planet Side too. Hey, wow, crazy! Do you want? There's an anti-aircraft thing that you can get in IL-2 Sturmovik, both German and Russian ones. And if you want, we could try that. All right, got a pass there. Oh, anti-aircraft gun, watch out. All right, this will be my last pass on this guy, potentially. Let's attack this stuff. This is very foolhardy of me, but what the hell. In Finnish, yeah. I'll put it in your social media for subsequent bars. Alright, I'll check it out. It's the BN2 library, right? Okay, anti-aircraft still shooting at me. Let's try to damage this anti-aircraft. I'm just... Oh! Alright, see, I'm being nice and someone comes and shoots at me. Alright, I guess I wasn't being that nice. I don't know if that was a 110 or what, but now we're hit. We have to get the heck out of here. Oh! And I'm dead. Boom! Yes, it's BN2 thing. Cool. Alright. Hey, I gotta go. Have a good stream. See you next time. Let's fly together something. For sure, man. Send me a message and let's schedule it, okay? Obrigado, Alexandre. Alright, good shot, whoever shot me down there. You know, I was just messing around a little bit, and of course, you... Alright, so let's try again. We have someone here. Let's get the P-51. We are in the WB Clash of Eagles main arena, okay? And, I'm just, having some fun here. That we can turn on the killer instinct and really try to get a kill. All right. I live in New York City. Oh, sorry, I scrolled up. No, you asked that before. I scrolled up on the... I speak Portuguese, I'm talking to my cats, okay. Alright, we're gonna try to recapture this that field there. I mean, you really, by yourself, it's really hard to do. You really need to be on a team because you need people flying ground attack planes, you need people to cover them flying you know, fighters, and then you need people to fly Ju-52 to drop paratroopers. Full power. You're up. Close them. All right. Plane is configured for flight. Let's go to combat mode and climb, and let's head, what is it, northwest to see if we can maybe get a kill here before the end of the stream. Not trying too hard because I just, it's such a beautiful morning. Just kind of wanted to form up on that Dora who expended all its ammo instead of shooting at them, but Didn't work, you know. It's like that movie. If you're nice to them, they will kill you anyway. That's how unfortunately war tends to be because of all the fear it generates. Saving Private Ryan is a pretty tragic scene in that they let this guy go, but then the guy they let go kills the other guy. You know, yeah, war is hell. I'm glad I'm playing war in a flight simulator instead of out there in the real world. Let's get our smoke easy on the RPM here. Stop smoking. Shift M to get manual control of the RPM and stuff. But basically, yeah, we want max continuous 2700 RPM and 46 on the manifold. So first we do the manifold with, we look here, we put the manifold pressure to the RPM. First the RPM, the 2700 around there, and then the manifold up here. Then we close the throttle a bit, and now we go to 46. All right. Yeah, going the wrong way. I need what 310, I think. And we climb as we head over there. All right, just over 310. That should be fine. All right. Let's see. What will we find here? I think I saw one other allied plane there, or maybe that's... Oh, there's one there as well. Allied player, that little thing there. Active players. Those are human players in the airfield. Let's stay at this altitude here. Is pretty comfortable. We are at around 8,000, getting close to climbing to 9,000 feet. Stay here by the clouds. Gives a little bit of cover. A gorgeous video game, this. And apparently we're gonna have new cloud technology soon in IL-2, using that some cloud technology that it's a little bit, you can plug and play sort of. I don't know if it's that same things they're using or they're making their own, but apparently it runs better than this one and it looks amazing, so I'm looking forward to that. I love clouds, I love weather. Anything that adds to the clouds and the weather, very happy about. Player 7124 destroyed Killerfish. Good job. I think that was the guy that I was that I was going after in the JU-88. Good job, player whatever number it was. Let's see if we can get an air kill here. Warbird Clash of Eagles server, the main arena. Good for your eyesight. You don't have to be squinting looking at dots. If you're close enough, there will be a little icon. some screenshots here because it's beautiful. Enemies attacking near F9. Oh, up here. Okay, they're bombing our airport here. Let's go see if we can help out. Tanks as well. Oh, they're coming out of the tanks. Damn. All right. We're not far. I think each of these things are like 5 miles or something. We're about 20 miles away, if I'm not mistaken. See if we can spot it from this height up here. Okay, player 180729er taken out. We're en route. Alright, should be to our left side. They can see some smoke there. Gonna get out of this cloud and see if we spot any enemies, and we'll swoop down on them. There's the airfield being attacked. Heavy smoke. Nothing yet. I lost it. Where the smoke go? Did the smoke just stop? There it is. Okay, according to the map, there's a guy down here somewhere. I always think those are tracers. Right below me, I think. Maybe above me, I don't know. Don't see him. Oh, there, he's above me, alright. Alright, full power. Maybe a head-on shot. He sees me, he's coming for me. The Focke-Wulf Adora, here we go. It's LD Bangat. Alright, he's got the altitude and energy advantage. With the icons, I can't really hide in the cloud. We're just gonna turn into him. I lost control there, too much rudder, because I was trying to throw his aim off. Here he comes again. Threw his aim off of the rudder, that's good. Where do you go now? Boston. Damn it. I don't see him. Lose sight, lose fight. There he is. Let's extend out. Try to get away from him. And then we'll try to climb back up to an altitude where we can engage again. Good pilot. Patient. Okay, I'm gonna turn into him while I climb because he's coming in for the shot. He's gonna have an easy shot if I don't turn into him, so I'm just gonna have to give up my energy now. Okay. Whoa, that was close. Wow. Very close. Let's go. We're gonna have to run a little bit. It's an emergency mode. Here he comes. I have a hard time to catch up with a pony. Alright. Right click, left, right. Not like right click, but he missed again. Let's just stick with him now. A little bit worried about my engine. I'm leaving it running too high for too long. All right, pulling up the nose to meet his gaze. Here we go. Not sure if I hit him, but he hit me. All right. Where did he go? All right, he's out there. He hit me. I think I might have hit him, but I'm not sure. Here he comes again. Oh shit, I lost it. It's gonna give him the advantage. All right, he committed as well. Shit, I really lost it now. Flat spin. Shit. My plane is pulling a lot to the other side. I think I had the yacht trimmer set for there for okay, he's still shooting. He's going. He's going. Oh, and he got me. Good shot. Good shot. LD.
Bang that.
Good shot. All right. What time is it? 59. All right. I'm gonna say good shot. Good shot. For all, enter. All right. Always good to compliment people. It was this player over here. I could have had him, but I wasn't as good a shot. All right. And a lot of times, the cool thing about this game is that it doesn't matter really how good you are. You know, especially in the full real servers that you don't have the icons. If you don't see someone, they come behind you. You know, that's game over. So it's a game that even, of course, if you practice a lot, you're going to be better. But if you can get kills, even as a noob, difficult to do. It's a difficult game, but you're going to get there. And right now, I'm going to go raid someone because I started the stream late, so I haven't streamed as much today. But I do want to... okay, let's finish spectating. I do want to... give my cat some food so they don't keep bothering me so much. And I do want to take a little break before later. I think I'm gonna fly. Pretty sure I'm gonna fly in Friday night flight. Oh my god, aspetta. And so we're gonna go feed the cats. We're going to go for a walk in IRL here, and then we're gonna be back later. Oh, I missed it. It was just about to join. Oh man, do you want to join? Do you want to join and help me go against these people? Mona says, sounds like my experience of Arma. If I see them, they already killed me. Yeah, Arma is tough, you know. You want to join, Matra? If you want to join, I'll do one more. Did you just write that, or has it been a while and I totally missed it? Good. Flash of Eagles. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so WB Cache of Eagles main arena I'm going. Alright. Aspetta gatto. Okay, let me do this. I'm gonna feed the cats so they don't drive me crazy, okay? I'm gonna take a little break and we'll do one more flight with Matt here. I'm gonna go on the Discord as soon as I get back. We can do voice if you want. If you don't want to do voice, that's fine. Just let me know. I'm gonna take a little break here and feed my cats, and then I'll be back and we'll try to go and take out one of these German planes. Here at we are currently here. If you want to come and join in on the action. The allies don't have a lot of people in this server. There's quite a few Axis people there, so come and join in. This is the name of the server with myself and Matt here, and I will be right back though. Eating cats. Here I'd be eating kitty cats. All right. Going to Forest Glade. Hey Tim, how's it going, man? You gonna stream tonight? I'm in Forest Glade if you want to join in. You want to join Matt, but if you don't want to try on voice, that's fine too. I don't have SRS set up right now. Tonight I think there'll be SRS on the combat box. Red Flight. Shout out to Wild Craze here. Shout out to Matt Rog. And a shout out to Timmy Thumb. Hello Mona So One as well. I said hi earlier, and also real life 737 pilot Alexandre Costa 90876. Costa 90876. All right. Got no mic set up right now with you in 2 minutes. No rush, dude. No problem at all. All right. I'm just gonna take off from the southern airfield again. Try to get some height there, okay? I'm gonna take a P-51 and I'm gonna take 50% or even less, like about 45% of fuel. See if our conversion's at 250. Let's give ourselves my own skin here that I've been using for that Pat Wilson campaign generator. And let's give ourselves good fuel. The Bendix we don't really need. More ammo. And the mirror, okay. So I'm at F10 here. Oh, look at that. Hypertecture destroyed LD Bangat as well. Whoa. I thought, wait. When was that? So I got him too? I must have got him too. I don't know. I didn't think I got him, but maybe I got him too. Alright, start. Got me for sure. Taking out from F10, I'm gonna go north where our F9 is getting bombed here in WB Clash of Eagles, the main arena. This is what I'm talking about, the IL-2 does sometimes. If I alt-tab... Oh, and I'm getting shot at. Or, what happened here? I don't know if I'm getting shot at or if that's a bug. I don't see anyone around, so I think that's sort of bug in the server. It's the second time it's happened. You go in. Control R is record. There's no rearm, repair. Okay, let's try to finish and come back. I don't know if it's a bug, but it's the second time it happens. I appear on this airfield and my airplane gets hit. Right. Remembered my setup. Let's go in. F10. Warbirds Clash of Eagles main arena, and I'm taking out from F10. Okay, just that all the enemies know where we are. I mean, it's fine. There's labels. It's a very beautiful video game. The engine is not the most modern one, but they keep adding to it. Here's some lights. We have these soldier models as well. And oh, there you go. We're starting up there again in the cockpit view. For a little power. And with the C-47, they also they're doing models for the next map's gonna be Normandy. They're doing models for paratroopers. They look really good. There's Matt's right here with us. Awesome. A 51 as well. Matt just started playing this game, I believe. So that's fun. Bring new players into it. Okay, I'll tab out and see if I'm missing it. No, everything's fine. It's quiet on the chat. Release the parking brake. I'm gonna point the airplane. Where's that opening there to the right side of that last hangar? I'm gonna wait a little bit for Matt to move in ahead. We'll take off and we're gonna head directly north. Looks like there's 2 players over there. Look at that, now the allies are joining in. Nice. 4 allied players now. Screenshot there. The first time I fly with Matt on this game. Flown together in Microsoft Flight Simulators many times. Matt, if you want, you can press Shift M to get manual control of the RPM, or you just press Shift M and let the computer do it for you. That's fine. If you press H, you can turn on and off the heads-up display. It's useful to keep it on, obviously. I'm gonna take off and I'm gonna circle and then form on you, all right? Or you can form on you, you can head north. We'll just see how it goes. All right, full power. Right, holding full right rudder almost here. About 150 we can start rotating, I think. There you go. Gear up. Canopy closed. Mortis incurs a penalty to firing on a friendly. Right? All right, and he's up, people. Once you get close enough, you see the name of the pilot, which is a nice touch. Far, you see either just the icon or the name of the plane. Simulate you being able to identify it. So it's really helpful to have servers that have labels on for, you know, people that are starting out here. There you go, it's Matt. All right, I'm gonna head north, so I'm gonna just keep circling a little bit, give him some time to catch up. Valkyrie says, does the little light bulb on my waffle iron count as heads-up display? Gives me a heads up when it's warm enough. It's applause for your comment, Valkyrie. Sure. You know, heads up. I'm gonna circle a bit more and I'm gonna do 1 circle before heading north. 1 more circle around. Let's try to form up on Matt. And if Matt heads 360 or 0, we should be in good shape. You having some waffles? Heads up. Heads, incoming P-51s. About 2700 RPM and 46 on the manifold pressure. Go higher now to catch up. Too messy? Yeah, waffles is a pretty messy thing to make, isn't it? It's gonna be like hash browns. You know how you make hash browns? I love hash browns in this American style. You grate a bunch of potatoes onto a towel, not a bath towel, but like a, you know, a kitchen towel. And then you close it and then you squeeze it, so it squeezes all the water out, get as much moisture out of it as possible. Then you remove the potato, put some olive. I like to use olive oil. You put some olive because it's the best kind of oil, healthiest. Then you put like fried up in some olive oil, and make little patties if you want. Put some salt, put some black pepper on it. Delicious, but yeah, a mess. Yeah. In Italy, they have a saying: you can have it fast or you can have it good. Right, Matt leaning out there, stop the smoking. Always a pleasure to get into formation with other players in any of these video games. IL-2, you have to really watch it. If you crash the airplane, you will have a mid-air collision. Going to clouds here. Beautiful. Screenshot time, right there. I'm gonna go to your port side, to your left side, Matt, because try to get away from that cloud there. Having soup tomorrow. What kind of soup? That sounds good too. Screenshot right there. I'll let Matt form on me now. That guy was pretty high. I mean, usually two pilots with equal skill, the one that starts at a... No, there's always luck involved, okay? But two pilots of equal skill, the ones that starts at a higher level than the other one often will win because they have more energy and they can control the fight. They can stay up there and decide when to attack. If you're lower, you're on the defensive because you don't have as much potential energy. Some kind of magic power where I boil up in water. All right. Going to throw a pepper sauce bag in the powder mix and add onion, corn, chestnut, and ham. Oh, that sounds tasty. I have some of that. I don't know what I'm gonna have for. I'm thinking about going to help the local bar restaurant place here today, just because I'm gonna be flying tonight on the Friday night flight thing if it's still happening. I didn't see information on the Combat Box Discord about it, but given I'm gonna be doing that, I might go and have an earlier dinner and then come back and go straight into it. Today for lunch I had two tortillas with some Gruyere cheese in the middle. Fried it up in some olive oil to melt the cheese pretty quick. A fried egg and 2 slices of a nice fresh tomato. Haven't had any green vegetables because they ran out, but tomorrow's the farmer's market day. That we're very blessed to have near where we live here. Try to climb up here, and if we don't find anyone here, maybe we will here. But now, always when you have a wingman, it's so much better because then, if the other guy is alone, he has to choose one of you to attack, right? And while he's attacking one of you, the second one can get behind him. So it's always, always, always an advantage to have a wingman. Go up a little bit, let Matt catch up. Rimmer. Roger that, 667, how are you doing? How's your Track IR5 behaving? I have the same setup, mine keeps disconnecting when check 6. Mine is behaving okay. I use this profile, I modified it a bit. This is the problem I talk about when I alt-tap on IL-2, it gets slow, okay? I use this, go look up a Requiem IL-2 tutorials, and somewhere you, and also look up Track IR profile, Requiem IL-2. That's the one I use as a base, and then I made some modifications to it, but I don't have a problem. It doesn't disconnect. It's super sensitive, so you just have to turn your head a little bit to look around, and so that lets me check 6 and without it disconnecting. Okay, I like that profile a lot. That's my favorite. You already done that? So basically you look back and this like basically track IR disconnects or it just stops working. It could be the positioning of your thing. I mean, I'm wearing a baseball cap here. Okay, enemy attack near F9. Okay, so watch out, Matt. There's someone out there. I say let's put power up and let's climb a bit more in case he's higher. If not, then we'll just spiral down and look for them. It locks, huh? Weird. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about that. I haven't had problems with track IR and IL-2. In Microsoft Flight Simulator, sometimes I have problems. I get stuck like down here somewhere, depending on the aircraft. I can put my head out of the window of the aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator and IL-2. I can't. The window stops it, so not sure what's going on there. I would post in the IL-2 forums. There's very helpful people there. Do I have some holes in my plane already? No, it's just a paint job. There's some... Apparently there's someone up here. In this main arena, you will see icons both on the map and in the 3D world. But thanks for dropping by. Sorry I don't have an idea of what that could be. I would definitely go and post it in the IL-2 forums. I'm having an issue of IL-2. I posted it earlier in the stream. Here's where I posted mine. You can go there in the troubleshooting part. My issue is when I tab out from IL-2, my IL-2 frame rate gets really low. Usually it wouldn't be a big deal, you know, but I'm streaming, so I like to keep it keep the frame rate high if we can. That beautiful image there. It's a gorgeous video game. Alright, there's someone out here. I don't know where they are. Looks like they're bombing the airfield, so I say we swoop down. If we don't see anyone above here, the field, when we're flying over it, I say we swoop down and look for them. So I'm going to turn left, Matt, and I'm going to head straight to the airfield. And we are currently at over 10,000, almost 11,000 feet. Oh, two planes to our left. We go get down them and get down there. I don't see anyone up here. I think we're pretty safe up here. The map says there's two planes to our left here. Oh, never mind. Actually, it's just two planes in front. That's just the icon. I was getting confused. There's a plane down there. I say we're gonna have to drop down. Jump this guy. Great sim, love it. Yeah, I love this. I love this flight simulator. Probably my favorite. I've had to pick one, even though, you know, Microsoft Flight Sim, and when you dive with the P-51, make sure you put your RPM and your throttle, you know, way back, almost to zero in this case. Going straight down, otherwise you will end up crashing. Okay, I see someone down there shooting at the airfield. There's someone behind us. I don't know if he's high. Taking a look around here. Okay, there he is. Someone to the right here. Alright, two players. Have to be a little patient, which is, you know, the mistake I always make in this game is I'm impatient. I just want to swoop in for the kill immediately when I see them. If you're patient, you have a better chance. But sometimes you just want to have fun, you know. Let's see where they went now. Here they are, okay. Here we go. The BF-109G. And a K. Alright. Okay, shooting. I'm going way too fast for them. I'm gonna just extend. Watch out there, Matt. I'm gonna climb above him. Yeah, I'm doing here like 450 kilometers per hour. I'm gonna stay in the Chandelle here, climb above him. Alright, when he starts getting close, I'm gonna swoop down and go for him. I think Matt's in trouble with the other guy there. I'm just gonna swoop down on this guy and then go for Matt. Got him. Player 180729 is the same guy, but he was for the Allies now. That's of the... I'm gonna go and help Matt with the other BF-109. Alright, I'm just gonna extend because he's pulling up. I'm not gonna follow them in that. I'll lose too much energy. Oh man, he's after Matt. Okay, forget it. The energy. Let's go for him. Alright, break Matt if you can hear me. I don't know if I have the stream on. Probably not, but that's fine. Ah, damn it. A lot of G's here, about to lose consciousness. Looking like these big barrel rolls. This Mirko 771. Mirkov. Oh, lost consciousness, alright. Crush Huns, yeah. Ouch, did he get you? Yeah, I just came back too. Guy's probably behind me. Yeah, he's right behind me. Alright, I'm gonna put flaps. We're gonna try to slice and dice with this guy here. Ah, too much again, damn it. It simulates pilot physiology really well, this game. Kaboom! Did he get you? I'm sorry. I'm about to die too because I lost consciousness on my turn. But it was fun. Oh, I'm still flying, I guess. I can't believe how. But I must be about to crash. Oh, here we go. Oh, and he's got me. All right. Boom. Good job, whoever that was. Kaboom! I've forgotten how terrible it was at Altitude. Altitude is hard, man. The blackouts in Altitude are kind of ridiculous, to be honest. You can turn it off, but I don't mind them. They're, you know, I think they... If you pull too hard, there should be a punishment, like I did there. But you can turn it off if you want. In some servers, I think you can turn them off. But good shot, whoever that was. I don't know. You know, we had the advantage and we blew it. You can see how good of a player I am as well. But now I am gonna... Matt, it's been a pleasure. Don't worry about it. As always, I always find it more fun to fly co-op against other people. I mean, it's fun to fly against players as well, but I prefer co-op because then you're working together against an AI. And I'm kind of burned out of... I've played so much PUBG, you know, getting nervous against other, you know, toxic players at times. So I prefer P vs C, but once in a while I do jump into the P vs P here. I got my first kill and finish the other day. Went head to head of a Focke-Wulf 190. All right, and thanks so much for dropping by, US903_Talbot. And Roger Dat, thanks for dropping by as well. Roger Dat 667. And later on, if you want the Friday night flight, I think it's happening tonight. Organized by this gentleman over here, Sketch 5051. I should be there tonight. It was fun anyway. Got to watch TV with the missus. Take care. I'll take care, Matt. Peace out. Let's do it again soon. Always fun. And that was my fault, man. I should have stayed on your wing instead of going for the other guy. I just should have stayed with you. It was my fault. I should have kept an eye on you instead of just going for the other guy. I mean, it helps if we're talking voice, of course, but for me, the main thing is the fun. Let's see who else is flying IL-2 there. And we'll do a raid before we go. Alright, IL-2. Battle Stalingrad, anybody flying? Whoa, we're on the top there. Okay, we got 02 Hero Alex over there. And Wolfpack's over there. Let's go say hi to 02 Hero Alex, a nice guy. Wolfpack is too. I've ridden him before as well, but...
I like to focus on something that stands out to me, whether that's a certain shadow, a figure in the street, or the light.
Alright, stand by. Have a grand weekend. Just, oh, you're gonna be tonight on Friday Night Flight? Awesome, I'll see you there, man. Have a great weekend, Walk Race. Peace out, dude. Good luck with that BM2 Islander. Again, looking forward to seeing it, alright? And Roger that, thanks so much for dropping by. I appreciate it. I'm Hyper. Wishing a lovely weekend to everyone. Rating now.